Yep. Eagles wear boxing, baby. Oh yeah, let's right into it. Yep, we here for a second. Yeah, I know. I've been running late lately. Um, yeah, they got my schedule. They got me working a lot, y'all. I might have to come in early like I used to, but I kind of like coming in this later time. It's better for me, but I may have to come in a little bit earlier. Um just because they working me this month coming up, I gotta work. I don't even know what happened, man. Some people are going off of my team, and you know, and I'm not hearing anything. Usually, you like to hear stuff like, "Let me know what's going on. Why am I had to work so hard all of a sudden? Just let me know. I, don't, I ain't gonna be mad. I don't think. I'm yawning. You say you don't even know where yawning comes from. I'm not even tired. I'm not even just like tired like that. But I did end up getting a little bit sleepy though. I don't know how that came about. I think I overslept. So I'm not gonna be good for the rest of the day. I'm not gonna be that good because when you don't, for me, if I have a little bit too much sleep or whatever, that kind of that sticks with me for the rest of the day. Usually, yeah, usually it sticks with me. Uh, I got some news that I'll wait till you guys get here before I get it. I don't want to spread the news and I don't know who's in here. So, but once y'all get here, this is this is exciting news. It is. It's exciting news, man. Exciting news. Don't go home without this news. Make sure you stay tuned for this news. It's good news. Yeah, we need some good news every once in a while, right? There's a lot of bad news floating around. It's good that we don't cover everything. God dang. We do boxing and we do grown folks chat. As you guys see the topic today, and I know people are gonna. There's gonna be a lot of things being said. It is what it's gonna do is gonna try to make this thing more complex than what it is because you're gonna have so-called experts and everything, but we're not even worried about the experts um, because we have to see this, the way that we see it. Very simple. We have to see it the way that we see it. And if somebody wants to be an argument, because here it is, a lot of times, ego comes in and everybody thinks it's some kind of, oh, I got the ego excuse or something. No, I don't have no excuse for what. I ain't got no dog in these fights. I ain't, shit. I gives a damn less. Somebody win, they win. Somebody lose, they lose. But everybody like I go to bed with it or something like that. I beat my wife up or something like that. You know, he beat his wife. He gonna beat his wife up on this one. The boy lost. He gonna beat his wife up or something. Man, come on, stop it. Stop playing. Stop playing. stop playing so much. People just don't get it. I just don't get it. Just don't get why people just keep going and just keep going and just keep going. Man, people got more energy. I don't even know why they need that. They don't need that little rabbit that they got for the energy. Because people on so much energy. Yeah, people on so much other type of energy. I'm gonna keep the same energy. Shit. Yeah, keep your energy. Whatever energy you got, keep that energy. Keep your little bogus energy that you got. You know, that's wild. It's wild to think. You know. But what I want to talk about besides our topic is, as far as grown folks chat, this I want to talk about this. Even though everything, even our boxing is usually grown folks chat too. But here's a question that I'm probably going to ask this question more than once. Also, is our are the people? I gotta say it right. Because it's supposed to be we and all this, we the people and all this, right? But I just want to know if we the people are we still the people? You know what I mean? Are we still the people? The we the people, are we still the same? I got a lot of physical issues going on right now from that yawning. Now I got the tears in the eye. The yawn tears. I don't even know the last time I had yawn tears. That's a good thing. It's a good thing to have yawn tears. You know, you should always have something washing over your eyes. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, but are we the same people that have always been, or are we different? They had that song, remember? They had the "I'm Different" song. Are we really different? You know, are we different? Are we different, or are we the same? Believe it or not, regardless of what your belief system is, or yeah, that uh, I mean, not even in my time, but the children, I think they said, are the like the children's, or actually boys of um, I would maybe 12-year-olds or something like that. I'm thinking 12 years old on up. I don't think nobody. I don't even know if Bruce was 12 years old in the '60s. So he might have been. But in the '60s, they had the requirements for um, the physical requirements. I don't know if they exactly what they called it. I don't know if they called it like the physical. Um, I don't know if they called it the physical education or what they might have called it, but the standard, like they had a whole standard, like a standard for like the whole USA, and the standard was like Yeah, different levels. So you had like the average, just to consider yourself as a, as a boy or whatever. So the first standard, I think you had to do, wasn't very many, but you had to do like six, I think six pull-ups, and you had to be able to at least do like 14, something like that, push-ups. Which, if you never used your body like that, people think push-ups are easy, but if you never used your body like that, push-ups are hard. If you never used your body like that, believe me. If you're conditioned, I can go years without doing push-ups, and I'm not gonna do less than 20, no matter what. I'm just not, because I've been, I'm conditioned to do that for so many years, and plus I used to do thousands, so it's not no big deal. But think about it. So I think six pull-ups, like 14. I got to pull it back up so I can get the exact numbers, but they're relatively close. Um, and plus other exercises that they had to do, like so many jumps they had to be able to do. So okay, so I'm trying to think, push, pull. Yeah, then they had to do so many jumps, and they had to be able to do parallel bars, uh, pegboard. I'm visualizing everything. Uh, the crossbars that you go across. I mean, those same thing is dual purpose on those, because you can do pull-ups on them too, but you go across them like that. The pegboard is just this little thing. You hold the little pieces of wood, put them in little slots, go up and down the board. You had to be able to do that. You had to be able to do the rope. So they had a higher standard of what you actually had to do, right? And they said the standard now is lower than what it was then. And if you look at these films, go back and look for yourself. Don't take my word for it. But if you go back and look at these films, if you notice what the people look like, there's absolutely no fat bodies in there. None. Zero. Zero, zero, zero. 0, 0, 0, 0. Right? And just to say that the standard for working out used to be a lot higher than what it is now. And that's way back in the 60s and stuff. Derek Bailey. Salute to Derek Bailey. You go back and look at it, it's like, uh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. This is really sad, man. If I was super emotional, I'd probably be crying right now. But it's just sad, man. Not the whole physical shape, but I'll give you a story just today. So grown folks, okay. So I'll give you a story just today. So I went to, because just like I told you guys, to get the vitamin C, the zinc, and all that. So I said, okay, I'm gonna stay ahead of the game. So let me go get some more zinc. So I went to go get some more zinc today, and I was referred. Somebody was referred to help me. So they were referred to help me, and I said, okay, yes, I'd like to. I need to get some zinc. And the guy was like, zinc. This guy never heard. This guy never heard of zinc, Derek. He's never heard of zinc. No, first I was talking about the physical fitness. I was just bringing, but it was an old clip that I seen that these kids in the '60s had to do a lot more. And if you looked at their statures and everything, all of them was in shape. All of them had six packs. All of them was in shape. Some of them was a little bit more. Some of them was muscle bound because the way that the exercise affected them. But there was no fat bodies at all. All of them was slim. I see that, Lala D. I see you out there. But now I'm talking. So I'll go back to that because the standard is different. But I'm just like this. I don't know. This just really hurt my feelings today. A lot of times I see this on social media. Um, And I don't think I'm going to run into this in person. So today, when I'm asking about the zinc, I'm trying to explain to him the ones I wanted was look like Tums. So I'm trying to explain to him. But he said he never heard of zinc. Okay, so this is what so I said, I said zinc. He said vitamins? I said, no. I said, it's a mineral. I said, yeah, and I started naming. So I named about, I would say probably 7, 8 minerals. I said, like manganese, magnesium, potassium, and selenium. And so I started going through, iron. I started going through minerals, iron, and then I said zinc. I said, zinc, right? So he's on this little scanner or whatever. So he finds out what it is. But right before he finds out what it is, he still asked me vitamins. I said, no. I said, it's not a vitamin, it's a mineral. So we finally go over and we find it. But that's not the point. The point is that it wasn't that we found it. My point is what hurt my feelings is like, I start shaking my head. I'm like, this is the future. This is the future. And let me tell you something that hurt my feelings even more than that, Lala D. I found the zinc, but let me tell you what hurt my feelings even more than that. What hurt my feelings even more than that is I go on to some social media. Okay, no. First, I'll do this first. Before I tell you this, before I make your mouth open up, before I make you guys' mouth open up, give me the numbers from 1 to 100 for the first 4 grades. The first 4 grades. The first 4 grades, let's do the testing for the first 4 grades. And give me what you guys learned when you was in school. So in other words, you got 1 to 100, right? Just your score is 1 out of 100. You start doing percentage, right? So give me your score. What do you have to get? What is your percentage to get A? What is your percentage to get B? What is your percentage to get C? And what is your percentage to get D? So for instance, what's my score? If I got a score, Lala D, if it's 100 questions, it might not be 100 questions. But if I did, what score should I have if I got, for instance, I got an 89. I got an 89 out of 100. So I got 89% of my questions answered correctly. What should I get? I'm gonna give you guys some time. So what is it? From A, B, C, and D, what should be my percentage in order to get an A, a B, a C, or a D? Then I'm going to tell you what I saw for the most part. And it's probably going to freak you out. Okay, Derek Bailey got it. Okay, so Derek Bailey says 90 to 100 is an A. Okay, that's okay. That's what I would think. Derek Bailey's 89 would be a B plus. Okay, you gave him a plus on there. Okay, I can appreciate the plus. But you're right, Lala said, how do you never hear of zinc? Yeah, we're gonna cover everything, and then we're gonna get back into boxing. But okay, Derek, you're right about that. Okay, so what would be so Derek gets what I'm saying. What would be a B? Okay, 80, 89. Okay, B. Okay, so he's doing it right now. So now he stopped the plus and stuff. 70, 79. Okay, C. And so what would be a D? Anything 60, 69 is D. And so F is just, so F is from 0 to 59. The way that Derek just put it now. And see, I know I wasn't crazy. I'm crazy. But I knew I wasn't that crazy when it came to any kind of scholarship and stuff like that. You want to know what do you know what the new standard is? Do you know what the new standard is I just saw today? Which just, it's a lot to this, kids. And the thing about it is we can't really cover it all. And I'm not trying to understand it all. But we're in some trouble. The new standard I saw today was 81 to 100. 81 to 100 is A. 81 to 100 is A. It was something like 60. I think it's 61 or something around there. 60 to 80 is a B. And we already established that anything, see, remember 60. So 60 to 80, so like that, is a B. So 61 to 80 is a B. So a C is like 50, 45, I think, something like that. 45 to 60 is a C. And anywhere from 21 on up to that last number, to the 45 or to the 44, is a D. F now is only from 0 to 20. F now is from 0 to 20. All this new media, social media, twerking and all this crap, just getting the money. You know, they get us. Just getting the money, that's what's important. See, but that's how they get us, though. You see what I mean? Oh, you found out that money's important. Okay, now go get your money. You'll be dumb as hell. But I've been watching these videos, too, because it's like, and the thing about it, I get these videos, and I'm like, nah, hell no. Can't nobody be that damn dumb, man. Ain't nobody, ain't no way, man. Ain't no way, son. Ain't nobody that dumb. And I'm running into them like every day. Without a pause, I'm running. Not a rebel without a cause. I'm running into them every day. And I think this is probably the second one that didn't know what zinc was. 2 didn't know what zinc. I'm like, really? I thought he was. I had to make sure I wasn't getting punked or clowned. I said, you serious? I said, you don't know what zinc is? For real? And I didn't see it in a condescending way, and nothing like that. You don't know what zinc is, okay? And so that's why I went and explained all the minerals and stuff, and they still thought it was a vitamin. The people, they don't know the difference between minerals and vitamins. And we know that minerals have names. For the most part, vitamins have names, but we don't know exactly what those are usually scientific names that we don't know. We know things that break down into vitamins sometimes, but we don't actually know the name of our vitamins. We never cared about the actual name. We knew that vitamin D was the sun vitamin. We knew that vitamin C was the citrus vitamin. That was the one that was helpful for colds and stuff like that. Vitamin E was good for, the skin and eyes and all that. We knew that. We knew that the K, we knew that was good for, a lot of tissues and stuff like that. We knew that. We know that K is actually twofold, because K, I think K is also potassium too. But we knew that all the vitamins, like there's not a vitamin called iron. We knew those was minerals. We knew that the vitamins was always letters for us as children. The vitamins was always just the letters. It wasn't like, we didn't necessarily know the whole technical name for the vitamins, but we knew the minerals. Even if we didn't know all of them, and we couldn't say them, we might call it potassium. We might not have called it like that. We might have, kids, they called it, but eat bananas, you get the potassium. We just call it whatever. We knew the bananas and potatoes was potassium or whatever it was. We knew that citrus was good, or you get your vitamin C. stuff like that. We know we eat these oranges and stuff, we get the vitamin C, We knew the sun was vitamin D. We knew all that. And then there's certain other stuff we just knew. Okay, then you get vitamin. We could break down 4 or 5 vitamins as children. Before society where 18-year-old, 17-year-old don't know what zinc is. That was almost like sliding me in the ground and putting me underneath a coffin or something like that. Like, I'm through. I'm dead when it comes to the ones that we're bringing up now. I'm like, really? You don't know what zinc is? You don't know the difference between minerals and vitamins? For the most part, minerals are real. And for another part, I don't agree with all vitamins. I don't. I don't agree with all vitamins. Like when they say vitamin this, that, and I don't agree with all vitamins. But I do agree with minerals because we are made up of minerals. We're not made up of vitamins. We're made up of minerals. The minerals out of the ground. But I'm not going to do a whole class.
Unknown caller.
I'm not going to do a whole class on that today. Okay. I don't know. These people do this all the time. Derek said they got to Google it. Yeah, Google it. But look at the new scores, though, Derek. Are you believe those new scores? God dang. Yeah, a lot of these, she came in and out. Okay, let's see what y'all wrote. How did they never, a lot of these say they never heard of zinc. But Derek said that's impossible. Peace Queen at a lot of these, 90 to 100. Yeah, I read through all those, yeah. So the whole new thing is different. They're dumbing down society. Derek got his hand up to his face like, God, they really are. It's like, yeah. They got to Google everything. I'm like, oh. A lot of times when we talk about certain stuff, we talk about boxing, we talk about everything. But I'm like, a lot of times we just talk about it and we're just like, okay. And, it doesn't affect us. And I usually don't get affected when I look at something that's new media. I don't get affected by that as much. I just start laughing. But when you take it into, like, when you do it like a real life scenario, when you have to do it, then you got to take it more serious. Because it's like, I need your help, young man. You work here, and I'm not good. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I am horrible at stores. Stores, when I was a kid, I used to like to just run through the stores and see what stores have. When you get a certain age, you don't care about stores like that no more. But I almost got a fear of stores. I don't know where shit is in stores. I can't see nothing. They put real small signs up to show you where stuff is. And sometimes that's not right because they're resetting the store. And then sometimes you don't know, okay, is this the aisle? Like this is the side for the aisle. You think left and right. But sometimes it's left, right, and then on the other side it's the same aisle. I'm like, man, come on. Y'all got to make your mind up and whatever. Why don't y'all make it easier enough for us to get in and out the store? Now, I know what you're doing. You don't want it easier for us to get in and out the store because once we get frustrated, we're going to pick up some snacks or something else. We're going to pick up more shit than we needed. Because you could make a big enough sign. You could color coordinate stuff so to where we know what we're looking for. Right? You could put you don't even have to use language. Like, for instance, I'm looking for water. Put a big ass sign. This looks like water. Just put the water splashing up. I know there's drinking water. Put a face there or something. Just put up a picture. Put up a picture of some water for people that don't see that well. In light bulbs, just put up a picture of light bulbs. People know. You can still, even if you're going to put the names up, at least put the pictures up too for us grown folk that can't see like that. I'm not saying, I actually got good sight, but in stores I can't see shit. As soon as I go into a store, I go blind. All the products, because when I was a little kid, they didn't have so many products. Oh, especially if I go to see vitamins, man, we had 3 shelves of vitamins when I was growing up. Now you got all kind of, all the supplements and shit they got. You got like 3-4 aisles of supplements. I'm like, man, I'm not used to all that. Just give me the basic vitamin C. Give me some vitamin C and some whatever else I need. Give me my vitamin C and my vitamin E. That's it. Let me get the hell up out the store. They got way too many choices for stuff. But then nobody in the store knows what the hell it is. They gotta look up at this. They got a little thing in their hand. They gotta look up at it. Okay, well, I mean, they spell it. They can't even spell it right. They look at okay. It's on aisle 18. This and that. It's like, man, come on, dude. Really? But that whole zinc thing killed me today. When this guy, when he really did not know, because I was actually sincere but he really didn't know what zinc was. I was just like, wow. I said, you never heard of zinc? Two people. There you go, Derek. They want you to browse more, so you buy more. Yeah, making the stores all complicated. When I was little, I knew exactly where everything was. It's over here, Mama. Go over here. Go get a couple of bags of them. You know, we get the peanuts in the shell or something. Go get a couple of bags of peanuts in the shell. Go grab them peanuts in the shell, because we had all the. When I was growing up, we had all the. We had like the. I don't know. My mom loved sweets, so we used to get good sweets. We didn't always have good food, but for the most part, we didn't have no knockoffs when it came to sweets. Well, man, please, we had Snickers and all that. We had the M&M. We had all that. We had that. You know what I mean? We had that shit. It wasn't no knockoff bars and shit like that when we ate candy. We ate candy, you know. But we go get the fruit, you know, go pick out a cantaloupe, go get a watermelon, go get the green. We always had the green beans, always had the green beans, always had the greens themselves, always had the greens. We didn't always have rice, but we had potatoes. I grew up in the potato family. We had potatoes more. We ate a lot of rice too. I used to like rice, but it was something about them potatoes when your grandmother and your mom, auntie get their hands on it and mix it up and put that stuff all in there and whip them up and then throw the sauce or the gravy on it. Man, please. You be two-handing that shit. But now kids don't even know what the hell it is. Another thing, since I don't shop. Now you let me know where I can get some, Derek. I've been wanting some mustard greens lately. And I'm starting to think that mustard green is the mother. I'm thinking that's the mom and dad. That's why they call it soul food. That's why they call it soul food. That's the mom and dad of the green vegetables. So y'all eat them. Y'all gonna be like, finally, Eagle giving us something that we can eat that we grew up with. So y'all eat those. So eat those. Find them. If you do find them, Derek, tell me where I can get them. And don't give me a store that we don't have, because we don't have every store either. Well, we probably do, because what happens when transitioning from west to east coast and vice versa, they change the name of the store. It's actually the same store. They do got some stores down south or whatever that's different than everywhere. In a few restaurants like the Cracker Barrel, you know. But I know that Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, I know it's all different. And then out here, we don't really mess with, like the burger joint. We don't mess with the White Castle here. It wouldn't fit out here. I don't think nobody would work. It may. They probably could put one out here. I don't know what kind of business it does, because this place has got more burger places than I've ever seen before, man. This place got so many burger places, man. They can't use no more burger places out here. But these kids, man, god dang, Derek, are you kidding me, man? That shit, I was like this. I was like, wow. I was like, you don't know what zinc is? Are you kidding me? These kids nowadays don't know what stuff is. Somebody was asking this girl, I see you, Salute Surf Flame, I see you, brother. To name 6 countries. I don't know if y'all saw that. If y'all hear what I'm saying. They named 2 countries. I'll let y'all figure this one out. I want y'all to figure. I'll give you the second one if you can't figure this out. They named 2 countries that are countries that you would recognize them as countries, but they're not real countries. Think about that. Out of their 6. Michael Johnson's Boxing Talking More. I see you, brother. Salute. Yeah, we not on boxing right now. We just talking about how I had to cover some stuff. You got to go back and look, man. It's just the new standard for the letter grade A, B, C, and D. Wow. I don't know what it was, but for me, I think it was. For me, when I was going to school. Well, I'm still in school, but it was to have an A. You needed 90. You needed at least 90, no matter what. If you're gonna get A plus or whatever, 90 to 100 was A. Uh, if you had a B, it was what was it? So a B was from 80 to 89, something like that. C was 70, 79. Then D was 60, 69, something like that. Now the standard is way. You can get a C with a 60 now. No, that was the question, brother. Michael Johnson Boxing Talk said name six countries in regards to what? Just name 6 countries on earth. 6 countries. Just countries. Just name 6. And I'm going to tell y'all what the hell happened to what's going to make y'all this. Y'all going to really shake your head because this is real life stuff nowadays, y'all. Yeah. Derek say on the East Coast. Yep. Derek put his hands up. Yep. Sir Flay said salute to Eagles. Well, he said salute to the chat. He said it is always. He said jab that like button. All y'all neck. He said don't get neck in Eagles way of boxing. That's right. He got the fire up good with that honey, huh? Of course. Don't forget about that. Huh? Never forget about them things. Derek know what it is. Get that good sound up in there. Don't forget about the chopper. See, this is legal for me to do this. I can say chopper and go like this, and y'all know what I mean. See, I can do chopper. I can do this. See, that's because Eagle thinks. I think fast. I think fast. I move quick. You know what I mean? Sir Flame says salute at Derek Bailey. Sir Flame said I love White Castles. He like them. He like it's the square burgers in the tray. Yeah, that's all right, brother. You could like the square burgers. They're okay. I mean, they're okay. I don't mess with burgers and stuff like that no more. Yeah, but Derek Bailey said salute to Sir Flame. Mr. Johnson's Boxing Talking More said, what up, everybody? But 6 countries. But I'm going to tell you guys one of the countries. There you go. You can name countries anywhere. Earl got an F on his last test. Gil Cole. Salute to Gil. Gil's so stupid. Gil takes everything so personal. He come here talking about Earl. What Earl got to do with us talking about education right now? We ain't even back on boxing our topic yet. We're not even back on that yet. We're going to get there. But Derek Bailey said salute to Mr. Johnson Boxing Talking More. I already read that. Yeah, Mr. Johnson, he said Nigeria, Niger. He said Libya. He said Togo. He said Congo, Cameroon, Canada, Mexico. But listen, how you guys got all those numbers, you guys got all those names out there. Do you know that out of all the people, out of 3 or 4 people, do you know that they cannot even think of 6 countries? You could name 6 countries just right here. On this side. You could say United States of America, country. Right? You could say Canada, Mexico. Now you're good now. You see what I mean? Venezuela, Ecuador, Brazil. You're done. But you won't believe. I'm going to give you guys one of the answers that came up. Don't shake your head or nothing like that. I'm going to give you one of the answers that came up. Now, this is one of the answers that one of the girls said. Oh, my goodness. I don't even really want this to roll off my tongue. But one of them said, Zamunda. Does anybody know where Zamunda is? Does anybody know where Zamunda is? Has anybody ever heard that term, Zamunda? Have anybody ever heard that term? Yeah, Sir Flame still naming them. He said, yeah, Brazil, Colombia, Derek Bay said salute to Gil Cole. Gil Cole's Derek Bay 100. Derek Bay, I told you society is dumb. Got his hands up. Gil Cole's at Surf Flame with the 100. Africa came up. No, but listen. They said Zamunda. Do you guys? No, does anybody remember that? Does anybody remember Zamunda? Okay, I see you guys finally got it. Hold me. Jackson, Johnson 100. Yeah. Mr. Johnson said, no, not Zamunda. Surf Flip said, yeah, coming to America. Derek Brady got it. Coming to America. That's right, brothers and sisters, if you in here. These kids out of 6 countries. I didn't give you the other one. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to come up with the other one. Remember I told you they came up with 2 countries that you would recognize as countries, but they're not countries. Yeah. He said Gil Cole works. Yep. So I'll let y'all, so y'all got 2 minutes. So I'm going to give y'all 2 minutes. I'm going to try to count it down accurate. Okay, so right now it's 5:13. So 5:15. So I'm giving y'all the chance to write the other dumb answer that they wrote down. But on top of this, you guys have named more than 6. On top of this, I'm gonna tell you. On top of this, oh, this is even sadder. On top of this, they still couldn't name 6. On top of that, they couldn't name 6. On top of that, that's it right there. Mr. Johnson's boxer talking more got it. He said Wakanda come up. Yeah, Wakanda actually came up. Everybody said he said Africa is a continent, and it's not even. See, the thing about it, when they put that as a continent, that was a trick that they put on us. It's really not a continent, but they teach us there's a continent because it's actually connected to another landmass. You know what I mean? When you connect to another landmass, you're not supposed to. All of it is, more or less Pangea anyway. All of it. I just don't want to teach that. What happens is our lands is higher. Put it this way. You heard of the Dead Sea, right? That's our living level. That's the level we're supposed to be on to live the best, regardless of what somebody can tell you or not. That's our saturation level that nobody's going to teach you. They're not going to teach you that, but Eagle's teaching you that. That's our saturation level. That's where we get the most nutrients from the air, is at that level. At the Dead Sea level. So, where there was land, now there's sea. See? So I can't tell exactly what happened. I know it's either both, one or 2 ways. Either the sea came up or the land went down out of our sight. Because if you push up all the land that's underneath the sea, we're on one plane. We're on one continent. You got to think about it anyway. You got to be one continent in the first place. We just got water. Water's separating us only because of the height of the land. It's not separating us because we're just floating around. Think about it. None of these land masses are just floating around. Not even islands just float. If you drain all the water out of the oceans, you would see that we're all just one landmass. You'd be like, can you be able to see it? Like it's all naked. Oh, I see what's happening. Or just like if a lot of times when the water goes down in places where they have a lot of islands, you can see that they're actually connected. Okay, but that's another teaching point. But my whole thing is, are you serious? You don't freaking know what zinc is. These kids don't know what zinc is. They can't name 6 countries without coming up with countries that don't even exist. Wakanda and Zamunda. Are you kidding me? How would you, what I don't get, this is the part that kills me the most, is some of them, they're not old enough to remember Zamunda. They're not old enough to understand Zamunda, but they come up with Zamunda. How in the hell? What the hell is in these books to make them think? Uh, what would make you think Zamunda? If I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what would make you think that. What would make you think that Zamunda? Think about it. What would make you think Zamunda? You never seen it. You never probably didn't even see the movie. So where are they getting this information from? Right. Yeah, but there's so many tricks that they put on it. They put so many tricks on this to where you start believing it. Remember that that they had that whole that whole lake dry, all these lakes and stuff dried up, and now they're starting to see all kinds of truth. See, when people laugh, and because they're just a lot of times they're just unlearned about a lot of things. Their learning is really slow, and they laugh about stuff because they really are special. They're really slower than what you would actually think they are. And like I said, I don't frown on people's scholarship, but I know a lot of people that think certain ways, and I know certain people have degrees, but they don't really mean shit. I get tired of that whole PhD shit with these girls and all this other stuff. The first time that I really recognized this, I really realized, I probably realized it young, real young, but this was so many years ago, and they were trying to do a documentary, and they were just talking about this desert and stuff. And I was looking at this desert. It's in the United States. And I was seeing ships on this desert. But they're talking as if, there's it's how hot the desert gets and this and that and blah 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 blah. And they just kind of like skim past the whole part about there being ships out there. It's like rotted out ships over there and blah blah, and they just kept going. I'm like, wait a minute, you can't just speed dial or fast forward past some damn ships in the middle of a desert. You can't just speed past that, and I'm looking at what you're doing. How you gonna speed past that last part? So that's letting you know that even in these desert situations, that those deserts was full of water. So what happened? That's why they all this saying, but what happened? There's nobody ever going to ever teach these children or discuss. Stop telling us lies and tell us what the hell happened. Oh my goodness. I don't get this whole Wakanda forever. And if people just stop, if you have ever said it, you still my boy, you still my girl, but please, for me, stop saying it. Stop saying Wakanda forever. Stop talking about Zamunda, because these kids don't even know what zinc is. They know what Zamunda is, but they don't know what the hell zinc is. Are you kidding me? Wow. Gil down there saying Pangea. Yeah, Pangea. You got to look it up, Gil. They said that all the continents was together, but they lied. The way they clustered them together, for them to break apart the way that they said they broke apart, they would have just crumbled. They wouldn't have broke apart. We would have been living. It would have just been a whole bunch of islands. It couldn't have been like that because even the currents of the world come out of our Gulf of Mexico. So you guys be happy with that. What they call it, the thermal conveyor. So they try to tell you a lot of different things, but that controls the currents in the ocean. Is that Gulf of Mexico? That's what controls the currents. Yep. Y'all look it up. That's what controls the currents. So when they try to tell you some bullshit, you got to realize, hey, wait, we control the currents on Earth, right here in the United States. Mm-hmm. And it has a lot to do with weather and everything else. But we're not gonna get into that. But it's just like, oh man, these people, they put half truths, so they lie and they tell the truth. Their parents ain't. Michael Johnson, boxing talking boy, he said their parents ain't shit. It's where it's coming from. Their parents ain't doing something. Yeah. Michael Johnson, boxing talk said, and more said Lake Mead too. Oh yeah, Lake Mead dried up, and they was finding all kinds of shit in there, bodies and all kinds of shit, boats and ships. They was finding all kinds of stuff. But I'm talking about even high desert. They found like ships, but they just kind of speed past it. Wait, hold up. It's like hold up a minute. You can't just fast forward through some shit that you know what I mean. You fast forward through shit that we need to know. That shit's crazy, man. Yep. Yeah, of course, I remember somebody saying there is no satellites in orbits around the Earth. Well, that's well. See, there probably are satellites. I'll put it this way, because I'm not gonna dispel everything that they talk about. But what I'm just gonna tell you this. Just be mindful. Just because I say there's a satellite, doesn't mean it's doing what I say it does. And take that literally. Doesn't mean it's doing what I say it does. So in other words, you got to take everything in consideration. Doesn't mean it's going as fast as I say it's going. Doesn't mean that it's up there the way that I say it's up there. Because if there were satellites up there, why would you need weather balloons? You gotta think about it, man. Wait a minute, you got weather balloons? I thought you had a weather satellite. Because they always say, oh, the satellite does this, satellite does that, but then they got weather balloons. If you got something that's up that high, you don't need a balloon. Or is the weather balloon a slash satellite? So you got to think, you just got to think outside the box sometimes. You got to, wait a minute, that's all of it. All that shit can't be true. But I'm still going to be bothered with this for a while. Is how could you come up with two countries that aren't really like real countries, but you can't come up with six real. All I did was ask a simple question. I said, name 6 countries on Earth. This 6 countries. You can name 6 just where we live at. From South America up to Alaska, you can name 6 countries. And then they didn't even say Russia. They could have just, like, in their mind, went up to Russia. Okay, so Russia. Okay, Canada, United States, Mexico. They could have just did like that. Argentina, Chile, Peru, Honduras. I mean, I know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They could have just did like that. Honduras. You know what I mean? They could have just did that. Dominican Republic. They could have just went like that and had all the countries. By just in their mind, just Nicaragua, they could have just went down like that and named all these countries. But they had to throw 2 countries that ain't even it would have been harder for me to just come up with even that. I mean, if I was just really that dumbed down to where I say, I can't think of the 5th. Okay, I got 5. Let me see. Let me get one more. Oh, and then this clown. Oh, what about Zamunda? And throw Zamunda in there. But God dang, are you kidding? Oh, now I know where they got Zamunda from. It wasn't even from Coming to America. It was from Coming to America 2 is where they got it from. So they named 2 of them because I forgot. The Coming to America 2 is probably not even 5 years old, right? That's where they got that shit from. Yep. Sir Flame said, yeah, I know about Lake Mead. Yep. Plate tectonics. You on the whole plate thing, huh? No, the earth moves. We know that from earthquakes and stuff. They don't know. Come on. The furthest man has ever even drilled down into the earth, I think it was 12 miles. That's the furthest they ever been. Because it's so hot down there and the pressure is so much that they don't have no tools that can go down there. But now I heard that they actually have a tool that can go through anything because it can take the heat. But they're not using it to go down there. That's the furthest they ever went. And I think that's in Russia. And the hole that they dug is about this big. That's it. So from that hole right there, it goes all the way down. This 12 miles. But they supposed to, but you only can go down 12 miles, but the thickness of the earth, if you do the circumference or whatever, not the circumference, but if you do the, I think the diameter is like 8,000 miles. Over 8,000 miles, but all you can do is 12. And there's no suspicion, nobody has a problem with that. Because you got to remember that they did teach you that it gets softer and softer, right? It wasn't solid in the middle. That was the first way that they taught you. It's not solid. So if it's not solid, it should be easy to get through. So in other words, somebody's just full of you. Somebody's just full of you know what. So this is what, all you adults should do is know something when you go to a store. Just know where it's at and know how to get it. But just ask somebody that works there. Ask somebody young something simple. Now, you might not ask them where the zinc is, but ask them if they carry something. I'll give you some words to use. Now, ask about the magnesium. They're going to think it's something completely else. They're going to think it has something to do with gravitational pulls or something. Ask them if they have magnesium. Like, do you guys got magnesium supplement or something like that? Ask them. They might understand potassium. They might not understand potassium, but ask them potassium. Or ask them if they got manganese or selenium. Just ask them something. You guys carry selenium? And just see what they say. Because I don't want to be the only one that has to face this so-called stupidity. I don't want to be the only one. I want y'all to witness this too. Because I ran into two people at a time. I ran into two different people. Gil Coles, give me my thumbs up, man. You guys are shorting me today. Some of y'all shorting me. Because I had Lala D in here. I got Derek in here. So let me see. Derek, Lala D, Sir Flame, Mr. Johnson, Gil Coles. And I think there's at least 5 of y'all that this is my regulars that came through, man. Y'all gotta give me my thumbs up, man. Stop playing with Eagle. It's not nice. It's not nice to not give Eagle his thumbs up. Okay, so let's go to we can still, y'all, if y'all want to talk about it, we talk about it. But let's get into this because I gotta go. So I went back over. Did you guys enjoy all the fights over the weekend? If so, what was your best fight you liked? I didn't get the chance to see all of them. People are going to get mad, but I'm going to try to break this down the best that I can. Some people are not going to get mad, and some people are going to understand, and some people are going to say that they agree, or they agree with some of it. Maybe they don't agree with everything I said. So, the rules when it comes to a low blow. When it comes to a low blow, a low blow is not defined by anybody in that ring, which is sad sometimes, but the referee. So, what you have to do, and what that referee should have explained, the referee, see, because people are going to say all kinds of shit. They're going to talk about the foul-proof protector. They're going to say all kinds of dumb shit. But what I'm going to tell you right now, and I see Derek Bailey got it down already, for me, that was a T to the K to the F-O. Somebody got knocked DF out from a body shot. And even though he was still conscious and rolling around and sitting in the corner, that was a effing knockout. Daniel Dubois should be champ. But let's go back to what I just said. The user that defines low blows is the ref. I have not listened to the instructions in the dress that he gave in the ring, so I am without knowledge of that part. But I looked at it over and over again. And usually what a ref would do, a ref would tell you that your pants is a little bit high, so this is going to be low. So if he says this is going to be low and he says your pants is high, where's your belt? So if he's saying this is, let's say for instance this is a belt, make it big enough. So this is a belt. If your pants is high, the ref is going to say, I'm going to count this as being good. Now, your belt on your trunks is usually thicker than on regular shorts. It's thicker. And that is so it can cover up the foul-proof protector. If the foul-proof protector is right underneath that, right, the ref should say, this is low right here. That's low because this is all foul-proof protector. What I saw, even though I don't know what the ref's explanation was, what I saw is a shot landing here. When I seen a shot land here, I said, that's just a good ass shot. I looked at it. People are arguing that the ref had the best look at it. But even in that case, I'm gonna tell you, there's some fighters like even Ali. So Ali used to take advantage of his waistband sometime, and Ali would fold it down under the foul-proof protector, so that way the ref know that when shit is low, because you'll see that foul-proof protector sticking up. But in my estimation, if we don't have all that information, or even if we did, I'm going with this. I'm going with this was legal. And I'm going with Usyk. You got your ass knocked the F out by a body shot. So Derek Bates said, yes, Dubois is the champ. He said, I didn't see any. Derek said, I didn't see any of the fights. Well, how you say that he's the champ if you didn't see no fights? You must have seen something. What you see, brother? Come on, Derek. Come clean the eagle. Derek said, I ain't seen nothing, man. Shit, I was working. Man, shit, I got to work Thursday. I got to work Friday. Do I work Friday? I got to work Friday, Saturday. I got another art show coming up, y'all, this weekend, so I'm just waiting for the paperwork. So hopefully I got an art show. If I don't, I'm going to be so upset. I sent my fees off and anything like that. But that belt, I mean, that shot should have been considered. Y'all go back and look at it. That should have been considered a legal shot. But I know a lot of people are saying, oh, these casuals don't know what low blows is and stuff like that. Man, shut up. If you say that people don't know, come in here and challenge me and say I don't know what a low blow is. You're hitting stuff that leads down to the balls. You know, like you're hitting bladder, which, you know, make you piss all over yourself. You're hitting bladder and all that type of stuff. You know. So a lot of organs up there, spleen. You're hitting a lot of different stuff down in there. Now, the only thing what the foul-proof will do if you hit it right, it can pinch you or clip you, and that will send, anybody knows that when a guy gets touched down there a certain way, boom, that it can send more pain than if you get hit hard. You get hit hard, and a lot of times you just, ooh, and you feel it in your stomach is more than you feel it down there. It's not as bad. But somebody can just go like, you can just go like that, like, clap. You can just cling them. There's been times where you just cling them a little bit, and you're like, oh, man, ooh, how, ha. When you start rolling around. Okay, Derek said, not the hog lights, Derek. You mean highlights? Derek said the hog lights. I was checking out them hog lights. Derek, you driving to something? Derek said the hog lights. But in my estimation, Derek's estimation, yeah, Dubois, to me, just because of the fact that I don't have the ref's definition, because that's what it is, man. The ref gives the definition of a low blow. Even though, but see, this is the dirty part about it. And you guys already know. I'm gonna tell you anyway, though. So the dirty part about it, now don't get me wrong. I mean, it doesn't have to be dirty, but the worst part about this is, see, the ref makes up the rule for the low blow. Like, he sets the parameters. If you're not getting what I'm saying, so he sets the parameters for the low blow, but he could take away those parameters too. That's not good. That's not good at all. If he can take away the parameters, you give the parameters and you just take them away. That's not. I'm like, look, you looking at them all like twisted. Then like, what? How you gonna just take that away from us like that, ref? Like, ref, you ain't shit. You knew that was a knockout, man. But when I keep watching it, so it's 2 knockouts in there. Daniel Dubois got knocked out, but he knocked out Usyk way before. And I'll just wait for somebody to come up and try to challenge Eagle. Yeah. I think that's Gil Cole's. It looks like I'm not even on no more. I don't even know if I'm on. Let me see if I'm on. I don't even know if I'm on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. Oh, wow. I don't know. It looked like they ended my live, y'all. Derek Blake said I didn't pick a job, but you didn't pick a job, but I didn't either, man. I didn't do great. I did better this, even though I was rushing my picks. I did better this time. Yeah. It looked like everybody had points except for it went down. Like the points went way down. Some people predicted way worse than we did. I think Gil had a few more points than I did this week. Yeah, that's what happens, brother. When you're not when you lose confidence in somebody, everybody lose confidence in a job. Yeah, we're out like yeah, like dude, we're out of we don't we don't know what you might do anymore. Said no, we don't know you like that no more, son. You came out hot, you coming in hot. So he came in hot, and then I don't know. But I'm not never high on nobody when they come in hot like that. I'm not high on nobody, especially y'all big and bulky. I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't know if the muscles gonna slow you down. Like that little dude was like 5'7". They fought light heavyweight and heavyweight. Um, the white Muhammad Quali. He's probably one of the only guys I knew that was thick in muscles like that and had stamina. Okay, Mike Weaver. Yeah, Mike Weaver. Yep. Was it? Yeah, Weaver. Hercules. He came in all thick muscles like that and had stamina. Ken Norton. Thick muscles and had stamina. Who else? Cleveland Williams. Thick muscles and had stamina. So some guys you can come in, you can have thick muscles and have a lot of stamina. Roy Jones, for his for some of his weight classes, came in all thick, muscled out and but stamina and speed. But a lot of these big guys, some of these guys just they don't have it. So the one thing about it is what I'm noticing. I think you have to have like quick. You got to have some kind of quick twitch muscle in order to have the. I don't know if they coincide with stamina, but in order for you to make it, it's just a big thick guy like that. Because if you don't, we're watching Anthony Joshua still come in heavy, and he got the job done, but he's getting hit. He's getting hit, and I want somebody to come back after we finish discussing everything and try to argue with me that I was wrong about, the low blows and stuff like that. But that wasn't, sorry, wasn't a low blow until I can get back and listen to the referee's instructions. I don't even know how to look that up. But if I can't see the referee's instructions in his guidelines, his parameters, then for me, I think it was a BS call. They don't want Dubois to be champ because it messes up the whole thing for him. And of course, Tyson Fury will fight Dubois quick. But one thing that Tyson Fury would have to worry about Dubois is Dubois will come out and hit you in the first few rounds. So that's one thing Tyson Fury would have to worry about that because you're going to definitely get hit. You're going to definitely get hit, like starting off in the beginning of the fight. There's no worries for you. I'm not saying you'll lose, but you're going to get hit. That's the point. But anyway, the whole thing, that was straight up bull. Not even really going to discuss that we're still not getting fights that we need. Nope. All I'm hearing is that people have mandatory fights, but okay, if you have mandatory fights, let's get it in. Shakur is supposed to be fighting, right? Supposed to be fighting Martin. Let's get it in if that's what you're gonna do. Yeah. If you fighting them, let's get it in. Let's get it done. Yeah, I've been into this track and field. I'm really just a fan of Noah Lyles, if you want to call a fan. I like Noah Lyles. Shakari Richardson, she's good. She just hasn't been as consistent, but she's She's the fastest woman in the world right now. Yeah. So that's all. That's one thing I know, and so happy for all the people, uh, all the athletes from the United States. Real happy for them. That used to be my main sport to watch. Was track and field. That was my main sport. I love that sport. And it's just the whole speed. I'll be waiting for the exchange. Okay, they got good exchange on the relays, and um, I did all these things. I did the long jump and the sprints and all that. Even the 400. I did all this stuff. So for me, I like to, it's not that I'm reminiscing, but I'm rooting because it's in my spirit to root. Like, okay, that was clean exchange. Yeah, get your knees up, get your hands back. Let's get out a little bit further. I, as a child, I didn't like if we were close to somebody, I would think that for me, I was so happy to live here that if I seen certain races, if we were close, for me, I didn't like it. I was always thinking, how could we be that close to them? Or how could they be that close to us? I used to like to watch blowouts. Like, we're supposed to blow out people. Like, man, he barely won, man. I get upset. Like, oh, we barely won that. And we get down to a lot of times we get down to that 4x4 or that the 4x4, we stretch it out. We blow their ass out by 50 yards. That's what I like to see. But it's not possible in like the smaller races and shorter races like the 200. You can have a few steps on somebody in the 200, but usually in the 100 you're not gonna have 5 meters on somebody. That's a blowout. If you beat somebody by 5 meters in the 100, that's a blowout. That means, yeah, you blew their ass out. Yeah, you blew them out. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of D's been putting up videos. I haven't had a chance to go see him. I'll go make some smart ass comments on her videos because he's been putting up stuff about track and field or something like that. Yeah, but that's what we do. We check out stuff and we try to analyze it. In Eagles Wear Boxing, I don't want to talk like everybody else does. I like combat, but people still don't understand what I'm talking about when I talk about combat. Because I'm not talking about combat in just these and just kicks. I'm not talking about combat like that. I'm talking about the combatant because we had to take certain, uh, we had to take the psychological warfare aspects of fighting. I know you, Marines and stuff like that. We always we want to know the state of our opposition, the state of our enemy. We want to know the state that they're in. So you have to know by just looking because you don't always know the language. But body language is usually close. It's usually it's right here. So we can look at somebody. And so a lot of times when I'm looking at stuff, I might make a call before, but I have to change my call afterwards. That's what people don't get. That's why I changed my call when it came to Earl Spence. I just said I had to change my call when I saw him. I'm like, nah, something's wrong. And people say all the excuses and stuff. I said, no, I'm not making up excuses. I don't look at fighters and fight. I don't look at it the same way you do. You're looking at it completely different than the way I'm looking at it. Because I'm looking at the physical makeup of the person at the time of the event. It's almost like a cop pulling somebody over and they're impaired. They have to look at them like, okay, you're impaired, before they have a reasonable, articulable suspicion of what they've done. You know what I mean? You have to see them first. You can't just assume. You assume somebody got on a suit and tie that they work in the corporate world. They might just dress that way. Derek said you can't change your pick night up. If I'm playing my money, I can. What are you talking about? If I'm paying my money, brother, I'm paying my money, brother, not paying your money, Derek Bailey. I'm paying my money, brother. What? Come see me about it, Derek. Come see Eagle about that shit. I'm about it. Come see me about it. I don't even know why that popped up. Yeah, if I'm paying my money, brother. Yeah, if I'm paying my money, shit, I'll change my pick in a heartbeat, man. Please, I should change. Man, I'm used. See, that's the art of it, man. Because I grew up when I was little, man. I grew up with the dog racing and all that, man. People act like I was an expert, following me around. I just know dogs, man. If I see it, like if I used to, like when I used to bet on dogs, like I'll see a dog take a piss. I said, that's my dog. I said, that's my dog. I go back and shit. I go and key his ass. I lock him in the wind, all that. Shit, I wouldn't. A lot of times, my uncle be out there talking about the 1, 2, 3. The one, he be hollering about the 1, 2, 3s. He says it's all about them 1, 2, 3s. And we see his ass leaving the park early. Yeah, he leaving the dog park early because that 1, 2, 3 then took all his money. All about that 1, 2, 3. But I wasn't no 1, 3, 2, 3 person like that. I was on them Quinellas, brother. I'd make them Quinella bets. I said, I do a Quinny. So I said, Quinny this way. Say, let me get a Quinny of this. We call them Quinnies. Not just Quinella. We be like Quinny. We call them Quinnies. So Quinny. And then, so I bet the Quinny. And then I knew how to do the key. I knew how to do the box. All that. I'm like, just for one race. So I make sure I get paid. But the only thing is coming up with the second dog or the second horse. When you do Quinella, you gotta do them both ways, A and B, first and second. You don't get paid as much, but you get paid more consistently if you know about 2 winners. If you know about 2 athletic dogs or horses that's gonna be in there, if you know at least 2 of them for every race, you're gonna win more than if you sitting up there putting that 1, 2, 3 like for all the races. You might do one. I mean, to get this 1, 2, 3 in here. If you got a hope for like, hey, maybe this one 2, and but you don't know what order. You be like 1, 2, 3, because 1, 2, 3. How many ways that go? I forget. Let me see. Let me write it down real quick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 2. I think it's actually like 6 or 9, something like that. I'm doing it now. Yeah, 6. So 6 different ways that can go with 3. So 6 different ways. You got 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So 6 different ways that you got to lock them in. Let me. I'm sitting here giving y'all game. But so 6 different ways. So that's why you have to box them. And you don't get paid as much, but you don't have to put in. You don't have to put in 6 bets. But probably if you know that it's gonna come true, it's probably better to just go and put them 6 bets. It depends on what the odds are, because it's like, shit, I ain't losing that much. I'm actually gonna win. Once I win, because I know I'm gonna win, so I'm gonna win this amount. That covers all the bets. As long as it covers all the bets, you're good. If it don't cover all the bets, then, just forget that. Yeah. Derek said slow and short. He said slow and short. Yeah. Man, please. Like I said, I used to watch family leave. Like, family had to leave the track. I gotta go. They gotta leave. Derek said slow and short. He said that long game. That's right, brothers. That long game, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's always been slow like that, man. If you listen to what the old folks, the elders, if you listen to what they was telling you, they was always telling you that. They was always telling you, like, slow and steady. They was always telling you, just mark it out, just take your time, get it done, don't be rushing. I used to do that. I used to do that, like, even with fights. I used to just go crazy. Like, let me go in here and get this knockout real quick. I mean, I want your ass out. My cousin told me one time. He said, man, he said, you used to be going off. He said, you be going crazy and shit. I said, I don't know, man. I said, it's family involved. I gotta go and get that done, man. I don't know. I ain't trying to let you last no kind of time. I want to hit you with like 1,000 piece, like within a few, you know, a few moments of time. I don't want. I want 10 seconds to roll off the clock, and by the time 10 seconds to roll off the clock, I want to have laid hands on you at least 30 times in 10 seconds. I don't know if I can't do that now. I don't think. But that's what I want. I ain't trying to load up and throw a bunch of punches. I want to hit you like a bunch of times, like 30, 40 times, and make you think like, damn, this is like, maybe I shouldn't be street fighting him because he's throwing a whole lot of punches like, like now. He ain't waiting. Yep. I got people that, I got witnesses, so I don't even worry about people. No, you ain't. I got witnesses. You try to tell other people that never been around you stuff like this. No, you ain't about that, or you ain't did. And I said, man, please, you just don't know. I don't talk about it. I ain't no braggart or nothing like that. I don't even talk about stuff like that. I don't like that. I don't like to, I feel bad. I'm a conscious person. I'm a person that has like some sensibility, so I don't even like to think about stuff, even the past. I don't like to think about none of it. Especially if you're articulate enough, you should, come on. We're supposed to be talking about stuff in the first place. I watched some of it. I don't even want to talk about it, brother. But I watched some of these like the new media. I watched the video. It's just too many people that they have zero ethics in ethics. They have zero ethics when they're out there in the street. They so vile, man, so belligerent out there. They just start talking. After they be at the counter at a fast food store arguing with one of the workers and stuff. After that, I'm gonna get my money back, bitch. Blah 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 blah, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh man, or throwing hands over fast food or something like that, or throwing the food. You got me effed up, this and that. Blah 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 blah. Come on now. You're not even wearing your real eyelashes, your real nails. Your face is painted on. You wearing fake hair and all this other stuff, but you think you above everybody, man. We got to stop this. And this is not. I'm not shaming nobody, and I'm not talking about any particular race because all the ethnicities wear all the shit now. All of them wear the braids. All of them wear the extra shit in their hair. All of them wear the painted on makeup. All of them. And it's like, it's just, where are we going with this? The time that you guys are wasting doing all this bullshit, other countries are buying up the property over here, and nobody's going to tell you about it. And you're going to think that we're in war with China, and China, half our shit is made in China. Matter of fact, right now, the car manufacturers, they talking about they got to get some chips that's made in China. Come on. How are you fighting with somebody that's made? And if you are fighting them with them, that's why you're not getting them chips. That's why they're not sending them chips if you really are fighting with them. But I think that's all straight up BS anyway. But anyway, let's get out of here, Derek. We talked about it a little bit, specifically about one thing. But challenge your own self, man. Go out there and see what these people's doing. Go out there and see the kids. Go out there and listen to them. When I say kids, you guys are all grown. You guys are all 30 or above, whatever. When I say kids, I'm talking about these little 16-year-olds and 17, 18-year-olds that's working in these stores. Go ask them a simple question about something. Don't give them something easy. When I say easy, don't give them something that's all in the commercials all the time. But just ask them something serious. Ask them magnesium. Just ask them something and then see what your answer is. And then come back and tell me. And then you'll know that I wasn't BSing because I don't live in a place where they're uneducated. I live right here where all the computer crap is. All the stuff that you guys are doing right now, all the stuff that I'm on, all these places, they're within driving distance of where I'm at right now. Like even stuff like eBay, I can drive to eBay in 5 minutes. Netflix, one of their places, I can drive there in like 5 minutes. Some other places it takes a little bit longer to get to, but most of them are like within 10 minutes. 7 minutes, 10 minutes, all of them. Google, all these campuses all over the place. PayPal, all of them. I live right in the middle of all this crap. So that's all I'm saying. But anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Y'all know what it is, man. Always. Eagles Way of Boxing. No matter what day we do this, man, it's nothing but blessings, brother. I can talk tomorrow. I don't know why. We gonna work it out, though, brother. Not like this, like mama. Mama gonna work it out. Mama gonna work it out, Derek. Yeah. I'm gonna catch y'all, man.